Hey, I'm Kit Lyle with the Operators.pe. I want to talk about not Q of E, but Q of M, quality of management. Whether that takes place as a diligence item or if it takes place, frankly, during the sell side with investment bankers, it does not matter, but it needs to happen. It could happen, frankly, in the first 90 days. The quality of the management as a team. What's missing? What needs to be upgraded? Who needs to be removed? But more importantly, how does this team function as an organization? What's the system at work in this particular cohesive group of people that have been working together just before they were acquired for the first time by private equity? In other words, we're talking about first-time PE-backed operators. That team has certain strengths and certain weaknesses. Now, that team has been playing essentially in the minor leagues, in the bush leagues, and now they've been moved up as a team to the big leagues. They don't necessarily understand the rules of the game at this level, or what a best practice looks like. So the important thing to recognize is if you're going to optimize for this value creation effort that you're about to launch, you have three options. Option one is the default go-to option you've been relying on in the past, and that's called wait and see. We'll wait and look at who's swimming and who's sinking. We'll eliminate those who sink, and we'll replace them with experienced operators. That takes time. It's very expensive. You lose institutional knowledge. It's not a guarantee of success, and frankly, it's not really the best practice. Option two is fire the entire management team because none of them have prior private equity experience. Replace them all immediately with experienced operators. That doesn't make much sense either because you're losing so much in terms of relationships with customers and suppliers, trust, but also the institutional knowledge that's probably just walking around rather than being in a playbook somewhere. So the most significant way to improve this and enable value creation to happen efficiently and effectively is simply to treat that team as the first lever of value creation. So what do they need? They need the ability to translate what you are saying, what your intentions, what your priorities are. So they need fluency in private equity. They need specificity in terms of what the priorities are. They need awareness of what best practices actually do look like. And one of the ways to facilitate that is to have specific qualified experts to come in, not on a role-specific basis, but on a value creation driver or even sub-driver, sub-lever basis to provide insight, training, onboarding, basically to equip that team to play their sport in the big leagues. If you have any questions or want to push back on that, feel free to reach out to me. I'm Kit Lyle, kit@theoperators.pe. Thanks for watching.